In today's video, I'm going to show you how to smooth edges in Tinkercad quickly and easily, using a few simple tools that can make your designs look much more polished and professional. If you've ever made a box, cylinder, or custom shape and thought the edges looked too sharp or too blocky, this tutorial is going to help. We'll go step by step through the inspector window, the radius slider, the step setting, the round roof shape, and a clever whole cylinder trick for rounding corners. By the end, you'll know exactly how to create smoother, cleaner-looking 3D models in Tinkercad. If this video helps you, please hit like and subscribe for more easy design tutorials. Alright, let's jump in. First, open Tinkercad and load the project you want to edit or create a new design if you're starting from scratch. Once you're in the workplane, choose a basic shape like a box or cylinder. A lot of beginners notice that these shapes can look a little sharp, especially when the model is small or when the default settings make the curves appear faceted. The good news is that Tinkercad gives you a few different ways to fix that. The first method is to use the inspector window. When you click on a shape, look to the top right corner of the screen, and you'll see the shape settings in the inspector panel. If you selected a shape like a box or a cylinder that supports rounded edges, look for the radius slider. Dragging this slider to the right will round off the corners and give your object a softer, smoother appearance. This is one of the easiest ways to smooth edges in Tinkercad, and it works really well for making simple parts look more finished. If you don't see much change right away, keep adjusting the slider and watch the model update on the workplane. Even a small increase can make a big difference in how clean the design looks. Next, if your cylinder, tube, or other curved shape looks blocky instead of smooth, you need to increase the steps value. The step setting controls how many segments are used to build the curve. A low number of steps can make the object look polygonal, almost like it has flat sides instead of a true round surface. To improve that, select the shape again and find the step slider in the inspector panel. Increase the number of steps to make the curve smoother. As you raise the value, the object becomes less faceted and more rounded, which is perfect for creating better-looking wheels, posts, rings, and other curved designs. This is especially useful if you plan to 3D print the model, because smoother curves often look more professional and can improve the final result. Now let's talk about a very useful shape called round roof. In the Basic Shapes panel, scroll until you find the round roof shape. This shape already has a naturally curved top and smoother edge profile, so it's great when you want a rounded transition without having to modify a standard box too much. You can place it beside or on top of another shape to create softer, more flowing designs. For example, if you're building a custom part, a small housing, or a decorative piece, the round roof can help bridge sharp angles and make the object feel less rigid. It's a simple trick, but it can dramatically improve the look of your model. The fourth method is especially helpful if you want to round off a corner that Tinkercad doesn't smooth directly. For this, use a cylinder set to hole. Drag a cylinder onto the workplane, then switch it from solid to hole. Resize it so it fits neatly into the corner of your object that you want to smooth. After that, align it carefully so the hole overlaps the sharp edge or corner. When you group the shapes together, the cylinder hole will cut away that corner and leave you with a rounded effect. This is one of the best ways to create custom smooth corners, especially on boxy shapes where you want a softer finish. Take your time with alignment here, because placement matters a lot. A small shift can change the shape of the corner, so zoom in if needed and make sure the hole is positioned exactly where you want the curve to appear. Once it looks right, select both objects and group them. Tinkercad will combine the shapes and remove the sharp section, giving you a much smoother edge. If you want an even cleaner result, you can combine these techniques. For example, you can use the radius slider for general rounding, increase steps for smoother curves, and then use a whole cylinder for custom corner cuts. That way, your design looks refined from every angle. The more you practice these tools, the easier it becomes to create professional-looking models without needing advanced CAD experience. And that's really the power of Tinkercad. Simple tools, but very strong results when you know how to use them properly. So to quickly recap, use the inspector window and radius slider for rounded edges. Increase steps for smoother curves, use the round roof shape for naturally soft transitions, and apply a whole cylinder to remove sharp corners. These methods will help you smooth edges in Tinkercad and make your projects look much better. If this tutorial helped you out, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more easy Tinkercad tips and 3D design guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.